أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وصحبك يا سيدي يا حبيب الله. The question with respect to illness: if a person is ill and is unable to fast, what is the hukm, what is the order? The order is this: first of all, your illness must be diagnosed by a healthcare professional, a doctor, who in his professional opinion says that you are unable to fast because it will cause you long-term detriment to your health. Because of course the first fard upon every individual and Muslim is to safeguard their health and the body and life that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed them with. So safeguarding that is absolutely paramount, and in the interest of that, if a doctor or a healthcare professional advises you that you should not fast because it will cause harm to your health, then you shouldn't fast. That is the first qualification, that it must be diagnosed and advised by a professional. And that of course is for chronic long-term problems. So what happens? You're unable to fast, then you will pay fidya. For the entire month of Ramadan, you are unable to fast, you will pay fidya. What is fidya? You can watch that in the video on fidya. What happens if you're fasting and you fall ill? Let's say you become very ill with an acute problem, disease, something which comes on you suddenly and is short term. Then you would of course need to break your fast in order to take the medication or to take food in order to sustain the well-being of your body and your mind and your health. In that case, you would break the fast on the day your illness started, and you would then not fast for the days whilst your illness continues until you are deemed fit by the healthcare professional or doctor that you are able to fast again. In that situation again, you would pay fidya for those days that you missed fasting, and the day that you broke there would be one amount of fidya, which, as mentioned in the video of fidya, is 2,150 grams of wheat flour multiplied by 30. Now a situation, for example, an asthmatic or a person suffering from diseases of the lungs such as COPD, you're perfectly fine. All of a sudden, on a day you're fasting during Ramadan, you have a very serious asthma attack. It's necessary for you to use your inhaler. You use your inhaler. What's the situation? Inevitably, using the inhaler breaks your fast. The breaking of your fast then necessitates that you keep qada or pay fidya. Now, this is a key point that I want to stress here, that where you have a short-term illness during Ramadan, an acute problem, it's been necessary for you to break your fast and to miss some fasts. The first priority, and what Sharia dictates, is that you must first keep qada. So if, for example, you've missed a fast, it's been necessary for you to break a fast, then when Ramadan is over, you can make up your fasts, the fast that you've had to break and the fast that you have missed. The only time fidya would be applicable is that you are unable to fast at all, even after Ramadan. So if you are a fit and healthy individual who is able to fast, but you suffer from a short-term acute problem during Ramadan, it's necessary for you to break your fast or miss a few days of fasting as a result of that, then your first priority, Sharia says, is that you keep qada. In that situation, if you paid fidya, that fidya would not compensate for the fast that it was necessary for you to break and the fast that you have missed. It would compensate only where there was again a valid reason. For example, let's say after Ramadan, that acute problem, that sudden issue that lasted a few days, then all of a sudden becomes a long-term problem, and that therefore as a result of that you're unable to fast at all, then fidya would be acceptable. Some people say, well, I'll pay fidya just in case I'm unable to keep my qaza fast. Not keeping your qaza fast and paying fidya does not compensate for your missed fast. You must keep your qaza fast. In that situation where you are able to keep your qaza and you haven't, your fidya will simply count as sadaqah. It will not be counted as fidya. Likewise, let's say you have a condition such as asthma. Now, especially in European countries or countries in parts of the world which have long days during summer, the fast can be very, very long, 18, 19, 20, even 20 plus hours a day. In that situation, it's often the case that people who suffer from medical conditions are unable to fast for such a long period of time. However, their condition does allow them to fast in the winter days where the days are actually much, much shorter. They could be even 10 hours or 12 hours. In that case, again, the priority is that you keep qada if you can in the shorter days, and if you can't keep qada in the shorter days, then you must ensure that you pay your fidya. Hopefully that clarifies the situation on when you are allowed to break your fast for an illness and what you must do if you do break your fast and you miss any fasts during Ramadan based on any short-term or long-term illnesses. وآخر دعوانا